on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. Today is day 3 of Caitlyn Clark getting ready for Team USA. Guys, for this one here, we got to go to North Carolina. Let's get it. Let's go. Well, I'm telling you right now, this weekend was pretty decent, man. Caitlyn Clark returned back to the basketball court, and I'm telling you right now, from the little snippets of clips we was able to see, she looked like her old self again, man. They didn't spill too much of the beans that was going on with her online, but there has been a bunch of footage coming out. Now, Sue Bird spoke to the media yesterday.
The shots kept falling, one after another. From the sidelines at Team USA practice, Sophie Cunningham could only stare in disbelief. Caitlyn Clark wasn't just back. She looked unstoppable. Any doubts about her form disappeared instantly, replaced by stunned reactions as she took over the gym. This wasn't what many expected, maybe not even Cunningham herself. Clark was playing at a different level, and it felt like a warning of what's coming next. Cunningham's reaction said it all. The balance had clearly shifted.
Like Stephanie White is non-existent for this Team USA. Now, I know she's one of the coaches. I don't believe she spoke to the media, which is crazy to me because Stephanie White was on a whole media run last year. This year, I think she did like maybe a couple interviews, but overall, she's been kind of silent. I don't know what that's all about. Something else that we're going to talk about before we get into the Team USA footage is Sophie Cunningham. Now, I've been telling y'all over and over and over again, I've been getting word that the Indiana Fever was not feeling Sophie Cunningham this year. Now, we know that the fans was. Sophie Cunningham.
Clark's return to Team USA practice quickly put all doubts to rest. The limited footage that surfaced showed a player who looked completely like herself again. Her shot was clean, her movement smooth, and her confidence obvious. This wasn't someone still adjusting or holding back. This was the scorer who changed college basketball, now fully unleashed. Without saying a word, her performance sent a clear message and rippled through the entire camp.
Now, I've been telling y'all over and over and over again, I've been getting word that the Indiana Fever was not feeling Sophie Cunningham this year. Now, we know that the fans was. Sophie Cunningham was listed number 8 athlete Googled in 2025. To me, she was the only WNBA on that list. And to me, I feel like she's the biggest star in the W next to Caitlyn. People can say what they want about other players and stuff like that. But y'all know me, I'm a numbers guy. You can't buy the numbers. You can't cheat the numbers because then your numbers won't be real, bro. You know what you're doing. But I'm just saying, bro, when it comes to Sophie.
The practice clips showed Clark knocking down a smooth mid-range jumper with perfect form, barely leaving the floor. Then came another shot, a 3 with her trademark quick release that left defenders a step behind. This was the scoring touch fans have been waiting to see. Her talent was on full display again, leaving no doubt about what she can do. And for anyone who questioned her transition, the message was clear. She's not just adjusting. She's taking it to another level.
Sophie Cunningham this year. Now, we know that the fans was. Sophie Cunningham was listed number 8 athlete Googled in 2025. To me, she was the only WNBA on that list. And to me, I feel like she's the biggest star in the W next to Caitlyn. People can say what they want about other players and stuff like that. But y'all know me, I'm a numbers guy. You can't buy the numbers. You can't cheat the numbers because then your numbers won't be real, bro. You know what you're doing. But I'm just saying, bro, when it comes to Sophie Cunningham, the people got her numbers, and they know that she's one of the ones, man. Now, with all of that being said, we ain't going to waste no time, man. We're going to head on over to the...
Last year, it often felt like Clark wasn't fully herself, almost like a watered-down version of the player fans knew. Some wondered if the added muscle had thrown off her shot and her rhythm. But at Team USA practice, those questions disappeared fast. Her body language, shooting form, and easy flow all pointed to the real Clark being back and looking even more dangerous. It felt like a clear turning point and a strong signal that she's ready.
WNBA, I don't know what, like, they just been posting these clips of Team USA, and they really haven't been posting Caitlyn. I just got to be honest. Just got to be honest. So this was the clip right here that just came out 6 minutes ago of them posting Caitlyn. Now, this is a 16-second clip. Now, some of y'all be mad when I be talking through the clips, but I got to react to what I'm seeing, so we going to let it play, then play it over again. Let's watch it.
Sophie Cunningham's status in the league is no small thing. In 2025, she ranked 8th on Athlete Google, the only WNBA player to make the list. The kind of visibility shows just how much star power she carries. The speaker even called her the biggest name in the WNBA behind Caitlyn Clark. Her stats and profile have earned her real respect, which makes her stunned reaction to Clark's performance even more telling.
Caitlyn seemed like it was a bootleg Caitlyn. I just got to be honest, bruh. Last year, Caitlyn wasn't the real Caitlyn. I believe it was the muscle. She put on all that muscle, and it just didn't look right. It just didn't look right. It just had her looking wonky. I just got to be honest, man. Now, going through this, right? So, this is what the WNBA put out this morning, right? Now, today is the final day. But, like, they gave Angel Reese a highlight, Chelsea Gray a highlight, but they didn't give Caitlyn Clark one. Now, that video we just seen, this was just them saying shout out to the youngins. But this is Angel Reese highlight. But yeah, they didn't give Caitlyn.
Adding to the tension, there were quiet rumors that the Indiana Fever, Clark's own team, wasn't exactly sold on Sophie Cunningham this year. If true, that only adds another layer to an already complicated situation. For a player like Cunningham, seeing Clark return in such dominant fashion likely came with mixed emotions. It highlights how intense the competition is and how much pressure exists to perform at the highest level, even among teammates and peers.
Now, today is the final day, but like they gave Angel Reese a highlight, Chelsea Gray a highlight, but they didn't give Caitlyn Clark one. Now, that video we just seen, this was just them saying shout out to the youngins. But this is Angel Reese highlight. Yeah, they didn't give Caitlyn Clark no highlight. Now, today is the last day. Let's watch some of this footage right here. They go with this video. Yeah, bro, like I'm not seeing a whole lot of Stephanie White. I don't know why I keep doing this. Yeah, I'm just not seeing a whole lot.
Because of Sophie Cunningham's high profile and the reported tension around the team, her reaction to Clark's dominance carries even more weight. Was it simple amazement or a sudden realization that the standard had just been raised? For a player already competing for role and recognition, that moment may have been unsettling. As one of the league's biggest stars, Cunningham wasn't just watching as a fan. She was watching as a peer, aware that a performance like that can quietly shift the balance of power and intensify the competition.
What do you feel like is a positive trait that you guys
A positive what? Sorry. Trait? You know, I think just adversity in itself. Like, you know, nobody said this season was going to be perfect for us. There's always going to be ups and downs. And, you know, I think as we get moving here and get to All-Star, then get through All-Star, like these are the moments that we're going to look back on and hopefully be able to, you know, give a lot of credit to for certain situations that we were put in, for, you know, injuries or, you know, coach it not being here for a couple games too. Like everybody's been through a little bit of adversity here. So, I think just giving our group credit for being able to stick together and, you know that whatever's in our locker room is really all we need to go out there and win. And honestly, just really proud.
The WNBA's official Twitter account appeared slow to highlight Caitlyn Clark during Team USA practices. While clips of other players were posted regularly, Clark's footage was hard to find. That delay sparked questions about why the league seemed hesitant to showcase its biggest draw, leaving fans wondering what was being held back. Eventually, a short 16-second clip of Clark was posted, but it felt minimal compared to the full highlight packages given to players like Angel Reese and Chelsea Gray on the final day. Clark never received a similar featured segment, despite her strong showing. That contrast raised eyebrows and led fans to question whether her promotion was being handled differently. Another noticeable detail was Coach Stephanie White's silence. Unlike last year, when she was active with the media, she barely spoke this time around. Her quiet presence stood out amid all the attention on player performances. It felt deliberate, as if she was carefully choosing what not to say while closely watching everything unfold. The Team USA gathering only deepened the mystery. Was the silence a choice to let performances speak for themselves, especially after Caitlyn Clark's eye-opening showing? Or was it a sign of deeper conversations happening behind the scenes that the staff wasn't ready to share? In a setting usually filled with media talk, that quiet approach felt deliberate and added to the tension around the camp. On the court, Clark's quick-release shooting told its own story. The speed and precision of her shots made them nearly impossible to defend. By the time defenders reacted, the ball was already gone. This wasn't just about accuracy. It was about execution at a pace that left others chasing. Her confidence was just as striking. Every move looked smooth and controlled, like someone completely in command of the moment. She wasn't searching for her rhythm. She was setting it. That calm dominance sent a clear message to everyone watching, including her peers. The practice clips erased any remaining doubts about her adjustment to the pro game. This wasn't a tease of what might come. It was a clear statement that Clark has arrived, evolved, and raised her game to meet the highest level, marking a turning point in her career. Caitlyn Clark's rise is shaking up the WNBA, especially for established stars like Sophie Cunningham. When a peer reaches this level, it pushes everyone else to step up. Clark's performance wasn't just impressive. It was a challenge, setting a new standard that forces players to raise their game and intensifying the league's already fierce rivalries. The league's cautious social media approach, giving limited exposure to Clark despite her clear dominance, added another layer of intrigue. Fans were left wondering if the WNBA was trying to manage the narrative rather than celebrate the raw talent on display. That restraint only made the brief glimpses of her brilliance more exciting and sparked conversations about league priorities. Amid all this, Sophie Cunningham spoke about handling adversity and the importance of sticking together as a team. While she didn't mention Clark directly, her remarks about responding to challenges could reflect the shifting competitive landscape and the new bar players like Clark are setting. With the anticipation for more Clark footage at an all-time high, these early Team USA glimpses feel like just the beginning of something much bigger. Fans are hungry for more glimpses of Clark's revitalized game, eager to see the training and focus behind her impressive comeback. Every new clip adds to the excitement, revealing more of her renewed dominance and setting the stage for a thrilling season. Clark's performance went far beyond scoring. It was a full return to her signature style, now paired with confidence that had been muted before. Her movements, court vision, and decisive playmaking all signaled a player completely in command, reclaiming the dynamic, game-changing presence that captivated millions and cemented her status. Her showing at Team USA practice forces everyone to reconsider their expectations for the season. For established stars like Sophie Cunningham, it served as a wake-up call, a clear reminder that the bar keeps rising. The impact of Clark's dominance will echo throughout the league, influencing strategies, shaping narratives, and proving she's not just a top player, but a true game-changer who demands respect.